Friday night's episode of The Chase delivered drama, tension, and an emotional storyline that had both host Bradley Walsh and viewers at home rooting hard for one contestant in particular. Annie, the final player to face Jenny the Vixen Ryan, captured hearts with her honesty, determination, and a personal reason for wanting to win that left the studio buzzing. As Bradley welcomed contestants Mark, Izzy, James, and Annie onto the ITV quiz show, there was an immediate sense that this episode would be one to remember. The atmosphere grew even more charged once Annie revealed why winning meant so much to her. Ahead of her head-to-head with Jenny, she shared that she had lost her diamond engagement ring, a deeply sentimental item bought by her partner, and hoped that a big win would allow her to replace it. The game kicked off strongly with mature student Mark, who impressed everyone by raising £7,000 in his cash builder round. Calm and confident, he then faced Jenny and made it safely through to the final chase, giving the team a solid foundation to build on. Next up was Izzy, who also managed to raise £7,000 in her opening round. After listening carefully to her teammates, she decided to go with the safer option and play for £5,000 rather than risk a higher offer. Jenny, ever the strategist, weighed in with her trademark honesty, warning, "The lower one is the only safe-ish offer." Izzy's decision paid off, and she too earned her place in the final. As the final contestant, Annie calmly explained her motivation, telling Bradley and the audience about losing her engagement ring and how much it meant to her to try and win the money to replace it. Her openness immediately raised the emotional stakes, and the audience could feel just how much was riding on her performance. Annie didn't disappoint. She smashed her cash builder round, raising an impressive £8,000. When it came time to face Jenny, the offers were revealed, minus £1,000, £8,000, or a tempting but risky £73,000. After a moment of thought, Annie chose the middle option, opting to play it safe while still backing herself. What followed was one of the most tense head-to-head rounds of the night. Jenny began closing in quickly, putting pressure on Annie as the distance between them shrank. The studio fell quiet as Bradley fired out the questions, every second feeling crucial. One particular moment had everyone holding their breath when Bradley asked, "He does dress better than I do. What would I bring to the relationship?" is a line from which film? The options were Clueless, Cruel Intentions, and Never Been Kissed. Annie froze, admitting she had no idea. She hesitated before making a bold, last-second decision. With no clear certainty, she took a wild guess and selected Clueless. To her disbelief and Bradley's sheer delight, it was the correct answer. "Oh, what a guess!" Bradley exclaimed. "You are a step closer to home. What a guess that is!" The relief on Annie's face was unmistakable, and viewers at home erupted with excitement. But the pressure wasn't over yet. Annie still needed one more correct answer to secure her place in the final. Her next question was about the name of a gorilla at London Zoo. With everything on the line, Annie answered confidently, and when she realized she was right, she threw her arms into the air and shouted yes in pure joy. Bradley couldn't hide his relief or admiration. Praising her performance, he told her she was absolutely brilliant and congratulated her on making it through. In the final chase, Annie and Mark played together for a combined total of £15,000. They fought hard, answering question after question as the clock ticked down. Sadly, despite their best efforts, they were caught with just 3 seconds remaining, a devastatingly close finish. Even in defeat, Annie received heartfelt praise. Bradley told her, "Annie, you have been absolutely enchanting and great fun. I hope you have enjoyed it." Jenny also paid tribute, admitting, "I have astonished myself that I managed to catch you. As you saw, I struggled to build a rhythm." Viewers flooded social media with support for Annie, praising her bravery, her lucky guess, and her emotional backstory. Many said they were gutted she didn't win the money, but agreed she delivered one of the most memorable moments of the episode. For fans of The Chase, it was a reminder of why the show remains so beloved. It's not just about the questions, but the people, their stories, and those edge-of-your-seat moments that make every second.